Good afternoon from all of us here at Campbell Foundation. And the purpose of this call is really to talk and share with you about our experiences of relationships from the young people that we're mentoring, to give us as parents a heads up. We're coming to the end of the year. There's lots and lots of holidays, lots of gorgeous time that we can be spending together, and it can be quite fraught sometimes of relationships. So the purpose of this video really is to talk about three things that we have seen really important in fostering these relationships and gaining close relationships with young people. And so one of those things is really is a simple thing in itself. Us in the UK, we're really driven to work, and where we do work quite a few hours. I know that when I was working as a teacher, I was working 60, 70 or more hours a week. It wasn't the hours that I was counting. It was just being a perfectionist, wanting to do complete work. And I loved what I was doing. And so I was really lucky about that. But talking about having meals together, now I know that we work hard and we have all of these targets and things to do. And the reason why many parents are working is to buy things for their children and to pay bills and to make life better. However, eating meals together is just really, really, really important. I can't say how important it is, such a simple thing. But research shows that families that eat a minimum of 4 times a week together, their children are more focused at school, successful at school, higher emotional intelligence, they achieve better in their exams, they're less likely to go into drug addiction or alcohol, or anything like that, and less likely to fall into depression or stress. Now, this is really important because having a meal where there's no phones, your phone isn't there and their phone isn't there. It's really giving that young person an opportunity. You're modeling your behavior, and so they're seeing as well through your behavior, and it's an opportunity for you all to talk, for them to talk, unwind, talk about their day, how it was, or their week and how it was. And it really is an important part of family life. And there's I can't say the words that I have don't express just how important it is for our young people to see us as adults in that role, so they can share what they're dealing with, and talk about what's going on in the future, and start speaking amongst their loved ones about their plans for the future. Another thing is really about being your word. Now, I know we're coming up to this phenomenon that we call Christmas, and there's many young people that, maybe promises of presents and promises of doing things. And there's many young people who we have been supporting and mentoring that do say that they feel they can't rely or can't trust in their parents because they promise to do something, or they say they're going to do something and they don't follow it through. Now, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong in saying you're going to do something and not following it through. Where the problem is when, if you promise something, promise to buy something or promise a day out or anything, if you're not able to do it, you have to restore that promise. And so what does that look like? That means really, contacting and being in touch and speaking with that young person, and not only apologizing and saying, look, this is what I promised, and I didn't do it, but what are you going to do as a result of it? Are you going to reschedule? Are you going to do something else? And so it appears to young people that we as adults make promises and then we don't follow it through, and then we put it under the carpet, and then they feel they can't trust us, and then they take that into their life with them. And a lot of them can almost discount their parents and anything that they say if their promises aren't fulfilled. And I'm not saying again that that you have to do what it is that you're saying, because sometimes we make promises and we can't follow through on those promises. However, in those times when it looks like we can't follow through on those promises, we have to acknowledge that. We have to be open and honest and look at the way forward and what you're going to put in place to ensure that promise is, that promise is followed through, or that you're following through with something else instead. And so the last thing would be, we're coming up to this time where a lot of our young people have got exams coming up in the new year. They've got mocks coming up, especially if they're between 13 and 18 years old. And this, sometimes it can be a pressure cooker, situation. So having your meals together is going to really help that, without them being in the room all the time revising or being lost in other activities. But really make sure that you have a plan, or they have a plan of action that they're putting in place. And it doesn't have to be something that you do, because it's their life and their plan, but it's something that you can do together to make sure that each week is scheduled with downtime so they can see their friends or do whatever it is that they need to do. And also having meals together as a family. And other things that you can do is any activities that they want to do, to schedule all of that in. So they've got their own schedule and they've got a balance, because it's really important in a high stress situation that young people are given the opportunity to do exercise. They're given an opportunity to be with their friends and speak and share, because all these things can help them manage their stress, as well as being in family time and having meals together. So today we've talked about 3 simple things that you can put in now that will really help that young person and you, and give you peace of mind as well, while and give them that platform to succeed. And also, as well, as an organization, we're looking for parents, we're looking for founding members, because what we're going to do is, using the course, we're going to develop a course from my first book, Runs in the Family, which looks at what parents can put in place to manage their own mental health and that of their young people as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, please do contact me. Please do comment below. So thank you very much for watching this video. If there's anything else that you want us to speak about, we are happy to do that. So please do share what it is that you want us to speak about below. And I'm wishing you a happy rest of the year. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.